What is going on, guys? Spiffy here, coming back to you again with another video. Today we are continuing on with our series 101%ing Wizard 101, completely solo. Now, last episode we left off, we did a little tour of Wizard City and then ended up in Unicorn Way to finish off Diego's quest that we had there still. Right now we are in Old Town. Unfortunately, something went a little wrong with my recording. We didn't miss out on too much. I just accepted one quest, and then I have started that quest. So basically, since then, we've gotten a pet egg, and then we're having to help this girl out, and then I believe we get access to the first street. So we're going to quickly edit our deck card. We did get Ghoul last time, so I think I'm going to take out those, because I'll still have the 1-pips here. And then we can use our new Ghoul spell that we got last episode. So, let's see here. Now, one thing that I just wanted to briefly mention as well. If you guys had any kind of recommendations or anything that you might want added to this series, feel free to leave a comment down below. Or if you had any questions as well, maybe there was something I hadn't clarified well within the kind of introduction episode or within the first few episodes, feel free to leave a comment down below as well. But we'll see how much damage this one does. We definitely don't need the death trap to kill this guy, but we'll see how much it does with the trap. Gives us a good gauge onto how much damage we can do with this trap ghoul combo. 224, alright. And that'll give us some health back. Perfect.
Well, I know when I'm whooped, but I threw the key to my pet kennel into the kennel itself, I did. You can't get through those bars, no how.
What? That's terrible! We have to get into that kennel. But how? Huh? Oh, I'm Penny Dreadful. I'm new here. When I saw this zombie guy stealing the pets, I tried to stop him and I guess I need more practice. You were great though. But I don't suppose you have any shrinking spells to help us slip through those bars? Oh! What about your pet? It's pretty small. Can you command it to go into the next room and get the key?
You are now commanding your pet, allowing you to get to places and see things wizards can't. Use this ability to enter the next room.
It's pretty slow walking in this. I'm used to the 50% speed boost mount, so everything seems super slow. All right, we'll return this key now. Now I believe with the streets, I could be wrong, but I don't think you need a membership for all of the first world now. I feel like they've made it free. I feel like I heard something about that. So we'll test that out shortly.
Now that your pet has retrieved the key, you can unlock and enter the next room.
Great! Now let's go save all those poor pets.
We'll have to see though. I'm hoping it is free to play, but it's not worst case scenario if it isn't.
I mean, maybe the captive pet saw him put in the correct combo, but I don't speak pet. Do you? I'm seriously asking. Maybe we can guess the combo. Let's see. 00001. Nope, not it. 00002. Not it. Forget it. This is ridiculous. Our only sensible option is to find some way to talk to these captive pets and get the combo.
Yep, I saw that smelly guy put in the combo lots of times. It's 000003.
Meow.
Don't worry, I'll make sure the pets get back to the pet pavilion in one piece.
Perfect.
Some time to learn all about pet training.
That's
After
definitely
they're safe,
something I
I'm
want to
going
check
help
out
those
in this
zombies
series.
complete my enrollment. Come find me when you get a chance. For right now, though, go tell the guard outside what's happened here.
I haven't really done anything with pet training or pet breeding. I know it's definitely a very good mechanic in the game and will help a lot in the future, especially with soloing. So that's definitely something I'll do my own research on, and we'll kind of, I guess, have to go through some trial and error of that together. But that's definitely something for later on when we have the gold for everything, because I know it is quite expensive to uh, hatch
You
pets.
save the pets and a young student, not bad. But our work is just beginning, and I need all the help I can get.
Speaking of which, your pet has gained enough with this tower.
I've got alarming reports from Cyclops Lane and Triton Avenue, and I haven't heard anything out of Firecat Alley. So, where do you want to start?
I think we're gonna start with
There's a part of
Cyclops.
the city we contracted out to the Cyclops Legion, appropriately called Cyclops Lane. But their leader, General Achilles, proclaimed an edict outlawing all things with more eyes than he, and forced all residents out of their homes. It's strange. Achilles always seemed an honorable fella, without insecurities about his ocular limitations. No idea what could have changed his mind. Professor Cyrus Drake took this personally, as he and Achilles go back a ways, and sent his student to investigate. Let's see, I wrote his name down. Ah, yes. Nolan... Wait. Stormgate? That can't be right. Anyway, find a kid on Cyclops Lane and, well, help them.
Alrighty. So this is gonna be the moment of truth. I believe it is free to play. We'll see.
Oh, good. Professor Drake sent me another assistant. Hurry, this way. We can talk safely over here.
It looks like it is.
Look there, wizard. Do you see? It's a teleporter. If you use it, it will transport you to other teleporters on the street.
That's definitely good that they pointed that out. I know about teleporters from playing this game, but I was definitely gonna drive all the way over here.
Much better. Hopefully you're more useful than my other assistants. Lazy layabouts just run off. My fellow students and I came to confirm the successful thwarting of the Cyclops Rebellion. But there's a problem. The thwarting was unsuccessful, which should be impossible. Professor Drake handled this problem as any conjurer would. He summoned trolls and minotaurs to deal with it for him. But these lumbering trolls and minotaur warhorns don't seem to be working. They're just wandering around in circles.
That's not good.
We could report that to Professor Drake, but I see a spark of ambition in you. Let's knock the sense back into these beasts ourselves, yes? That will certainly earn us some extra credits. You go battle trolls and I'll handle the warhorns.
Alrighty, off to fight some trolls. Now I know the boss in this street, General Achilles. I know he's skippable, however, we're not going to be doing that. And by skippable, I mean, I believe for the quest, you can just go into the area and then walk out. I don't think you actually have to fight him. Funny enough. Alrighty, let's get some... Oh! Accidentally clicked on myself there. Alrighty, so we're gonna put a ghoul on this guy. Should do 224 again. Nice. Alrighty, and we're off to our next troll. Let me know down in the comments too, do you guys want to see every single fight where we have to do, like a lot of these collecting quests can be a little bit repetitive, you know, we have to fight 3 of each. Do you want to see through all 3, or did you want me to do some cuts in between? Say we fight the first one, and then I could just kind of cut out the rest unless anything interesting happens. Leave a comment down below what your kind of preference would be. So we're going to cast another ghoul on this guy. We'll clear out some of our deck just in case we do fizzle, so we can pull another one, hopefully. I don't think we fizzled yet this series, but who knows? Maybe I've just jinxed it. Not yet. Perfect. That will give us some health back too. Alrighty, I might quickly grab a health orb as well. Alrighty, last fight here. Last lumbering troll fight, at least. Alright, we'll see if this one fizzles. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can get this done and move on to our next quest. Let's see here. Perfect. I actually just had a realization. I believe what we could be doing is instead of kind of saving up for that 2-pip hit, is starting off with a 1-pip hit and a will cast from our pet.
Not as easy to capture as other students were. Now General Achilles let trolls go hungry.
Poor trolls. What do you think trolls eat? Do you think it's like a soup, a stew?
What? The trolls summoned to defeat the Cyclopses have joined up with them and captured my student assistants? What did you do? Never mind, never mind. This is no time for recriminations. That will come later. Now we must figure out how this happened. Myth minions cannot just turn on their masters. It's against their code of honor, or laws of physics, or whatever. There's something strange afoot. I think our best course of action is to tell a grown-up. Report the situation to Professor Drake, while I remain and bravely hold the line. Make sure to mention that I'm still here, bravely holding the line while the other students are busy talking and getting captured.
You can get to Ravenwood. Use the return to
Alrighty,
comms
we'll
button to
mark
get
our
to
location
Ravenwood,
here so we
then
can go
get
back to the
Ravenwood.
comments and then quickly teleport back. One thing I kind of was talking about earlier today with my friends and my family as well while they were over visiting. I don't know if you guys ever have this as well, is if any of you are like fellow university students or maybe in high school and get this, but I'm on my winter break now, so this is today is my second full day done.
Yes, yes, trouble on Cyclops Lane, something students. Oh, you're one of those fast talkers, aren't you? Lovely. Let me save you the trouble of breathlessly barking and dancing about like a dog reporting a mishap in a well. I already know everything. And I need you, yes you, to help me save Cyclops Lane. Are you up to it? Splendid. Then quickly, go to Victor Darkwood in the shopping district. He will give you an item of great importance. Bring it back to me.
I guess we're not instantly teleporting back to Cyclops Lane. But what I was saying, I was talking with my family. I had kind of this feeling last night when I was out to dinner with some of my friends for one of my girlfriend's friends' birthday, where I just had this overwhelming like feeling of like dread and guilt that I hadn't done any school for like a day and a half. Um, Almost like I should be studying, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't be, hanging out with friends. And I had also already planned to have friends over tomorrow, aka what today was, to watch some of the football games. One second.
Welcome to Darkwood's Apparel Barrel, where shopping for apparel's more fun than Monkistons in a barrel. Professor Drake sent you, eh? Which one? The mean one or the evil one? Cyrus? Aye. He's the mean one.
He is.
The old Death Professor Malistaire, oi, that's his brother. Always wear a grumpy pair. Can't say I mind there being one less around these days. Anyway, here's the old Grump's package. All his laundry clean, pressed, and folded correctly. No matter what he says.
But I had this overwhelming feel of kind of guilt that I was like, I should be studying, I shouldn't be spending this like amount of time without doing any studying or working on any schoolwork. Almost like I had a feeling that like, oh, I like have an assignment that I need to do or anything like that. And then I kind of remember I was like, I'm on winter break. Like I don't have to think about school for about 3 weeks. I do have a hospital visit coming up soon, in the next 2 days. But after that, I mean, it's really nothing to worry about. It's definitely something that I've kind of experienced almost every semester, and it's quite funny. So I'd love to hear about any of your stories down below if you have any similar ones like that.
Well, that certainly took you long enough. No doubt Victor folded my robes improperly as well.
I think he
While
did.
you continue
I think he
raving
folded them
about
properly.
Cyclops Lane, the situation is well in hand. I sent an army of trolls to ensure as much. The trolls are revolting, you say? Yes, that is a problem, and it must be dealt with harshly. Take this note to Headmaster Ambrose at once.
Alrighty. I wonder if he's gonna send us back up to Cyrus Drake. We'll see. I guess I could have just teleported to the commons, but oh well. Gave us a little more time to chit chat, so it's not just all dialogue. Let's see what Ambrose has in store for us.
I will not expel you. I realize Professor Drake takes particular umbrage at the trolls are revolting joke, but this is simply too far. You mean to say the trolls he sent to Cyclops Lane are revolting in the combative sense? Oh dear, he must remedy this at once. Don't worry, young wizard. Professor Drake may seem callous, but he is not his brother. Impress upon him the severity of the issue, and he will help.
Alrighty, it looks like we have a couple more quests to take from Ambrose. I'm not sure how I'll kind of deal with all the side quests in this series. I'm thinking I'll probably go through the main story quest, and then once we're kind of ready to go to Crocotopia, the second world, we'll kind of take a break from the main story and then go back and do a lot of the side quests like Crab Alley and some of the other miscellaneous
You're
ones.
still here? The trolls are rebelling, Captured some students, you say? Nolan behaving bravely? I don't believe you. Although, thinking about it, Wizard City is old and holds many ghosts with strange powers not commonly practiced today. It's not impossible such a spirit may have a way to enthrall my minions, though General Achilles would have neither means nor motive to summon one. What's that? Yes, Malastair would. I heard you met him. Well, he and Achilles are old comrades. Who knows what dark powers he gave the Cyclops? All I can do is guide you. Whatever my brother summoned to disrupt my magic will be with Achilles. Find it, destroy it, and save the students. Also, make sure young Master Stormgate doesn't get swallowed by his own humongo frog again.
If you mark your location, click the recall button.
One thing we could always do as well, kind of something, one of the YouTubers who actually inspired me to do this series, who I would definitely go check out if you didn't. His YouTube channel is Kaiser Noah. He did something like this with actually a Death Wizard. He did end up finishing it. It was more just a general Let's Play, but something we could do when it comes to doing the side quests is doing streams rather than recording. So if that is something that would interest you, kind of leave a comment down below about that. Or we could always kind of just continue on, maybe have some longer videos while we kind of just quest around. I can also cut in between them, so they're kind of not as if so they could be the same length, but we kind of get through more of the side quests within them, so it's not so much dead time in between.
Professor Drake said to tell me not to get eaten. I knew deep down he really cared, and he's trusted me to save Cyclops Lane. So then, if the students were kidnapped by trolls and the trolls work for the Cyclopsi, then a Cyclops should know where the students are. Therefore, my first order of business is to have you go fight Cyclopsicles until one tells you where the students are.
All right. This guy's getting us to do a lot of work. We'll clip that. Athane, I believe they're called. All right, let's see how much health these guys have, and let's see if we can maybe do that one pip. It doesn't look like we can. What we'll maybe do though is we'll do a death trap, and then we'll do a ghoul with a will cast, and then hopefully we can finish him off in the second turn. But we'll see. If we fizzle, that could kind of get things a little complicated. So we'll put a will cast on that guy. Ooh, wrong spell. And then put a ghoul on him as well. I always found it quite funny how about like the different spell pools for all the different kind of minions and stuff. Like the Cyclops are casting storm spells when they are myth characters. That's kind of, I feel like, a recurring theme throughout of them. At least what I remember from the first arc, when it comes to just the regular kind of fights that we do on the street.
In the dark cave. We had the trolls deliver them. Because there's nightmares in there. No sane Cyclops can endure.
Alrighty, off to the dark cave. I really like this bike mount. I'm very happy with it. I'm not sure if we'll keep it throughout the series. We might kind of switch it up from all the different mounts that I have, depending on especially like the world that we're in. There is a couple that I've seen pop up in the shop too.
Those zombie creatures have the talisman to dispel these bubbles. Get it from them, please.
Some ones that have like popped up in the crown shop that I thought were quite interesting. Again, we're trying to keep it fairly free to play, besides, well, not more so of not like a pay to win kind of playthrough. The only kind of crowns items I really plan to use are mounts, and I know there was, I believe, a theme that's in the shop for pretty cheap that you can get later on through questing, I believe, so that's an option as well, but we'll kind of see when the time comes for that. There we go. Just how I kind of mentioned about the different minions using different spells. Here we got a storm minion, the Rotten Fodder, using a storm spell. I wonder when the minions start to use kind of 2-pip spells and 3-pip spells. I know that's a lot. You get a lot of that in Crocotopia, but I'm interested to see what that is in Wizard City. I don't know if they will through the first 3 streets. At least the kind of regular street minions. I know the bosses, I believe, use them. But that will be kind of something interesting to kind of keep in mind as well. This is something that I haven't really kind of...
Take the talisman, free the miscreants, but you will all be chow for the Great One, whose gaze enthralls and whose teeth destroy.
Oh no! We got stuck into another fight. Oh no. Oh well. It is what it is. We'll put a death trap on there. I forgot what I was talking about. We'll cast this one on. But yeah, now I kind of remember what I was talking about. I'm interested to see how many more things I kind of pick up now, especially that we're kind of listening to all the... Oh, there's our first fizzle of the series. Now that we're listening to all the dialogue, and just little things that I feel like I didn't pick up on, like spell pools and all that stuff, because typically when I've played it before, I just kind of quest as fast as possible, and I'll spend a long time kind of playing the game, but my life's a little different, I feel like, since then. Even with kind of... now that I'm on break, I feel like I still will probably play video games a lot.
Thank you! I
for sure the spirits here were going to possess us and make us dance to catchy, upbeat music. It's my worst fear. I don't know what happened. The trolls just
It's an
grabbed
odd
us
fear.
and sealed us in bubbles to become vessels for the Great One. Whatever that means. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd very much like to flee in terror.
But what I was saying is, I don't know how, like, I feel like since we'll be recording all these episodes,
You rock! Did you see all these gnarly ghosts? Oh, yeah. Well, Cyrus said they were sealed in this cave by his bro back in the day. Something with power.
Interesting
of the dead
accent.
broke 'em out, though. Oh, I bet it was Malorn. Dude's always been jealous of my raw cool.
it's a raw cool.
Alistair did it? Didn't he blow up with a death school or something? Yeah, whatever. Going out to get some rays.
Enjoy, man. Enjoy, bruh. But yeah, I don't think I'll be playing as long hours as I typically do because I will be recording. So I'm interested to see how long I'll be able to kind of record this series before we end up kind of having to go on a hiatus before coming back to it again.
At last.
I was gonna
Let me
say, no
guess,
dialogue
Nolan
from her?
sent you to do his work for him? That is such a myth wizard thing to do. Or maybe it's just him. I'll get everyone to safety. Find us back by Nolan and we
I
can
like her
discuss next
outfit.
steps.
Alright, back to Cyclops Lane. I guess I could have used my teleport. Oh well, you live and you learn. At least he's not too far.
Everyone safe? Good. Now we need to finish the job the trolls and Warhorn started. We need to defeat General Achilles.
I'm on it.
I don't know what
The
dark
man for the
influence Achilles
job.
found in this cave or how it lets him disrupt control of Professor Drake's minions, but it doesn't matter.
I feel like it matters a little bit. We'll never get to Achilles' tower with those warhorns on his side.
No, we definitely won't. Our spell books are gone. They are not entry-level monsters. But our new friend here can do it.
Oh, that's an excellent idea I just had. Wizard, go fight warhorns until they surrender. I'll stay here and protect the others.
Thanks.
Alrighty. I'm interested to see how many more quests we have until we fight General Achilles. I believe it might just be the Warhorn. I feel like that's wrong though. I feel like we might have a couple more to do, but hopefully we can kind of finish off today's episode with fighting General Achilles. Alrighty, let's get rid of some of those. I believe this one's going to take 3 rounds as well, because he had 285. So with a ghoul and the will cast, I don't think we will get it, unfortunately. The first natural attack we saw from in this series from the Warhorn. So we'll start off with a ghoul and then maybe a thunder snake. Could that be the play? Let's see here. Alrighty, it looks like quite a lot would... Actually, it looks like the only thing that is a guaranteed would be the Thunder Snake. So hopefully we don't fizzle on this. Fingers crossed. Oh, we fizzled. Oh well. Let's see what we got here. We got another Thunder Snake. No way we fizzled 2 in a row. Right? Right? Perfect. Alrighty. Now I wonder how many we have to defeat for this quest. I feel like it's 3. It looks like it is. We've got some new boots. We'll keep the ones we have on for now, though. Alright, let's see what we'll start off with here. I'm feeling like a thunder snake into a trap into a ghoul. I think that might be the best option with the hand we've been dealt. Might want to pick up some mana pretty quick too. We'll see though. I can't remember if you get full mana when you do level up. But I'm also not too sure how close we are to leveling up either. We might have to grab some before we end up leveling up if you do get more before you level up. Alrighty. Hopefully this ghoul will do it. Perfect. You know, I think the death spells have quite a cool animation compared to some of the others as well. It's definitely something that I'm trying not to take for granted. My last kind of playthrough of this game that I played by myself was on... Oh, I didn't mean to discard him. Oh well. Was on an ice wizard, and some of those kind of got a little repetitive or a little boring. Not that I disliked playing on an ice. It's definitely a wizard that I do want to go back to, kind of on my own time and play through. But I definitely think these death spells are a little cooler, animation-wise at least. And I think they are just kind of better spells. Death or Ice was one of those ones where we got a 4-pip AoE quite late, I believe. And we got our blade quite late. I think we get a blade a bit early for the death. The only thing is the no kind of 4-pip AoE. There is the Ship of Fools, which is a 3-pip AoE or a 2-pip AoE. I think it's a 2-pip maybe. But that one's not one we can get until the second arc. And that one might be quite hard. I know you have to kind of gather spellments for it, so that might be one that we kind of get later on, that we kind of come back to that world. I believe it's in Wisteria.
You won't get past Colonel Romulus anyway. You're just wasting your time.
So we'll definitely be using whatever the 4-pip or the second school we kind of train alongside Death, which I'm thinking is far because it does get an early 4-pip AoE.
I saw you defeat the Warhorns, wizard, but can you defeat Achilles himself?
I think we can.
I hope so.
Thank you.
It's been the same since that undead monster came in. I'll be honest with you. It scares me, wizard. Someone needs to save General Achilles from himself. Can you do it? Then go inside, and good luck.
Now I believe this is the one where where you can just walk in and then leave out, because it's just go to Achilles Keep in Cyclops Lane. Obviously we are going to fight him, and I think that might be the end of this episode. But let's see.
One of you comes to face me at last. Know this. I see Cyclops Lane, but it was not my choice.
It was mine. No, down here, near the ground.
The Great One.
Yes, me. Fear me. For I am a prince of Darkmoor, cursed to be a bunny, beaten by a vampire, then trapped between physical and spiritual planes. I am a ghostly vampire bunny, and I once tried to control Lizard City with my hypnotic gaze. Alas, I was sealed in a cage with the other undead. But Malistaire destroyed our prison, sent us to cause chaos. And then his brother provided an easily swayed army of trolls and cowards. Sadly, yours is too keen an intellect to fall for my diabolical cuteness. So instead, sit them, General!
Alrighty. Do we add any more spells in here? I might add an extra pixie in. It does look like we got more mana from leveling up, because I believe we did just level up. Looks like it, since we have 44 experience. So let's do it. It looks like maybe they fixed it. Maybe you do have to defeat General Achilles now. Unless you do just walk out and it counts it, but here we are. We're going second. Not kind of the position I do want to be in. I want to be careful about how much I discard. We are going to get rid of that imp, and then I think cast a death trap on his minion. We got to be a bit careful of the natural attack here too from General Achilles. I know that can kind of do quite a bit of damage. Thankfully, that minion knocked off that shield. But I know he's kind of prone to one-shotting. Another YouTuber that inspired this kind of series, Zerit, I would go definitely check him out. He's done a series called the Wizlock, where he basically goes through, he has a bunch of different challenges that make it harder, and he only has one life, so he can't, if he dies, he has to completely restart. And I believe General Achilles has ended quite a bit of his runs due to his uncapped natural attack. Ooh, I should have cast the will cast on the minion, but I did not. We'll cast a shield or a trap on Achilles. And I think 2 ghouls would do him in. 2 trapped ghouls at least. At least they're kind of one-hitting us, 1 pip hitting. But Achilles could definitely build up a couple pips here. Alrighty, so there's that minion done. Now it's just me and Achilles. Achilles is a pretty cool name in my opinion. Let's get rid of some of these here. Maybe those 2, and then we'll ghoul. Oh, there's our first 2 pip of the series, I believe. That's going to do quite a bit of damage. Ooh. Ooh, and we fizzled. Okay, we are definitely forced into healing here. We do have a pixie. Let's see what he does here. Fire attack. A fire cat. Okay, not the end of the world. We'll come out of this round with 500 health. And then we can go into a ghoul for our next attack. Alright, a Golbat? Is that what they're called? From Achilles? I can't remember all the spell names. It's been a bit of time since I've played around with all the 1 pip spells and all the other spells throughout the different schools. I don't think 2 hits is going to actually do him in. Yeah, 246. So we're going to trap here, and then we'll do the will cast ghoul. Or will cast angle. A natural attack. How much is this going to do? 200. Okay. Could be worse. Could be worse. Alright, so we got the will cast and the ghoul. Is this a storm snake from him? Or a thunder snake? Takes us down to 200. Hopefully this doesn't fizzle. Perfect. Alrighty, and that is General Achilles done. Well, after our will cast. He does his little dancey dance. Alrighty.
So you brought Achilles to here. Doesn't matter. As long as my heels
Achilles
remains of a
heel.
Cyclops lane, I will never fade.
He's right, you know. His thralls keep him tethered to the physical world. But if he lost them, He'd fade back to the Nexus twixt life and death. I'm telling you this because I never liked that bunny. I took Cyclops Lane as a distraction from Malister's plan, whatever that is. We Cyclops are an honorable people, and I was honor-bound to Malister for saving my life from a rogue optometrist. Now, I'm honor-bound to you. The Great One sees the watching eyes, our security system, turning them into hypno-eyes to lull all the minions on the street, all at once. Even now, these crystal balls maintain his bewitching gaze. Destroy them, and his influence over this street will dissipate.
This isn't the end of me, Wizard. I'll be back. Ours will be a rivalry for the ages. You'll see. One day, the Great One will return!
He probably won't return, and his thrall should slowly return to normal. I vow I will honor my word and restore order to this street.
Alrighty, so we'll teleport back to Nolan, update him on to our quest on defeating General Achilles.
The trolls and warhorns seem more docile now. I take it that means we were successful in defeating General Achilles?
More like this wizard was successful, bro. Doesn't look like you moved an inch since you got us captured.
Now, let's not point fingers. We succeed and fail as a team. And I will report our success to Professor Drake as such. A team effort.
Whatever you say, Nolan. Wizard, you should head back to Sergeant Muldoon in Old Town and tell him Cyclops Lane is under control.
Will do. Alrighty. We'll teleport back to the main gate and head on back into Old Town.
General Achilles is backing down? Good. Then maybe he can do the job he promised to do and maintain order on Cyclops Lane. Though it may take a while with all the creatures roaming around there now. Good work all the same, Wizard.
Alrighty, and that's where we're going to end today's episode. In the next episode, we'll venture on into the next street. I'm thinking maybe Firecat Alley, but we'll see when it gets down to it. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day. And until I see you in the next one, peace.